What's up, guys? Your boy Big Bro, I'm back with another one for y'all. Man, in today's video, I'm going to be reading a supporter's email about switching from sister services to warrant officer program in the Army. Let's get to the video. Alright, so I always start all my videos by saying thanks to all my supporters, subscribers, anybody who's ever liked the YouTube video or ever liked to comment on anything. I appreciate you guys and I love you guys for keeping the channel up and afloat. Alright, I'm going to try to do this video today with as minimum editing as possible. Number one, because I'm on my way to work, as you can see from the shirt. And I got a lot of stuff to do today. But I told this young lady that I was going to address this last week and I didn't get an opportunity to do it, so I'm going to do it this week. And I hope she understands. Got an email from a young person named Raven McQueen. I'm going to put your name up there so I can make sure I'm spelling it right and make sure I got the right person. Raven McQueen, I appreciate your email. And the email reads, Dre, can you do a video about other branches going to the walks giving advice? I'm in the Navy and I have been for the last 7 years. I'm applying to the Black Hawk pilot program and I will literally be E1 day one because I've never done anything Army related. So I had to make notes on this because I'm not as well versed on switching from sister services, Army, Navy, Air Force, Coast Guard, all of the sister services. I'm not as well versed on that as I am about actually being active duty and switching. So I made sure that I did the research and I got it here with me. I'm going to put the website that you guys can go and do your own research on at the top of the screen. And I'm going to leave that website up here. I'm going to try to leave it up there for the remainder of the video. I'm trying to do less editing, but I'm going to try to leave that website right there and put it so you guys can find it and type in for switching from sister services to active duty Army as a warrant officer, and specifically as a warrant officer in the pilot program for this young person right here, okay? So the sister services, you guys require what's called a DD Form 368. It's a conditional release. So what this is a joint service agreement that allows you to conditionally separate from your service in order to apply for the warrant officer candidate school program, right, and become a warrant officer in the Army, right? And it's conditional and it's based on if you get it picked up, you get accepted for it or not. That's the first step you got to do in order to start your application process. Now, there are multiple requirements that that are required in order for you to switch from your sister service to active duty as a warrant officer, and most of those requirements are on the website above my head, right? With that said, the biggest ones that you might want to focus on, or that you probably gonna have to do a lot of work on, you gotta make sure that you got 12 months active duty service left on your contract. If you don't have that, they're gonna make you extend, and that's on that website. You gotta make sure that you're applying with AR 670-1's tattoo policies. If you don't, you're gonna require a waiver, and sometimes waivers don't get approved. But they're gonna make you take photos of all your tattoos that you have now to make sure that you don't get tattoos after you go through the process. All right, that's the second thing. Third thing you gotta do is, a part of taking the ASVAB and the AFCT when you join the military, is you gotta have a 110 GT score in order to apply for the warrant officer candidate program, right? So you gotta have a 110 G score. You're gonna have to be able to transfer whatever that is in your sister services to active duty. So the education center in your area will allow you to be able to do that on your own. So those are the top 3 things you gotta kind of worry about. All right. Now, from experience, I actually worked with some people that have switched from sister services. One of my friends, Tom, he switched from the Navy to the Army, and another friend I have switched from the Air Force to active duty Army. And the issue that a lot of people have when they're switching, a lot of times it's going to be physical requirements and the culture difference, okay? The culture is a lot different in the Army than it's going to be in the Air Force and the Navy. Like, some of the stuff you hear people say, it's not politically correct, and it's just, some of it's a part of the culture. I'm not excusing it if it's derogatory, but a lot of it is just a cultural change from what you're used to in your sister service branches. So that's something you might want to look into and do the research before you switch. Another thing is the physical requirements. If you're coming from the Marines, you should have no problems. I mean, the Marines are pretty strict. I got the notes here. The Marines require, to get in the Marines, you got to do a 1.5 mile in 13 minutes for men and 15 minutes for women. And you got to do 44 crunches, 3 to 15 pull-ups, and 45 ammo lifts. Those are the averages for men. Drastically different is the Navy. You got to do 1.5 miles in 16 minutes and 10 seconds. You got to do 46 push-ups, and you got to do 18:37 minutes for a 1.5 mile for women. So the times are drastically different, and it might not seem like a lot of time, but when you're running, it's a lot of time. So my best advice for people switching from sister services is to make sure that you apply with the mindset that you're going to have to conform to the physical requirements of that branch, i.e. the Army. So it's going to be tougher if you used to being in the Navy and you're doing the Air Force PT as opposed to doing your Army PT. Now, don't shoot me down, sister service guys. I know a lot of y'all are in immaculate shape, but I'm just saying for those that don't work out every day and not into fitness, jumping straight in the gate, it's going to be a shift in physical requirements for you as opposed to somebody coming from the Marines. All right. And last but not least, for Raven and all my other secret society members, man, listen, don't overthink this shit. If this is something that you want to do, get the conditional release and get it done. If you don't get picked up, it's a conditional release. They're going to let you back in. Like, you're going to finish your time in your sister services. Make sure you read the conditional release that it doesn't say that they're going to put you out, okay? So it's conditional for a reason, just in case you don't get selected. But at least give it a shot. Don't let nobody tell you can't do it. You know, think about the people that did it before you, and you're going to be able to knock it out, all right? I hope this video was informative for you, Raven. I specifically did this for you because you reached out to me. And anybody else, I hope this helps. If you got any questions, make sure you leave them in the comments, and I'll make sure I get back to you guys and answer your questions. Thank you guys for your support, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.